everybody, I'm Chris Godfrey. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most played country songs in the nation, according to Mediabase 24/7 for the week ending March 13th, 2021. We have two new songs this week by two newcomers. We'll get to those shortly. First, here's a recap of last week's top three. Number 3 was Good Time by Nico Moon. Number 2 last week was Just the Way by Parmalee and Blanco Brown. And the number 1 song last week was Down to One by Luke Bryan. Now, can Luke hang on to that number 1 spot again this week? We're going to find out 39 hits from right now. First, though, we get started with a debut by a newcomer from Franklin, Tennessee. His name is Robert Counts. He debuts at number 40 with his first chart single called What Do I Know? And there's another newcomer. She's from Baskin, Louisiana. Her name is Lainey Wilson, and she debuts with her first chart single at number 39 called Things a Man Ought to Know. And here's a newcomer from North Carolina named Priscilla Block. Her 4th week on the chart, she moves up a notch to number 38 with Just About Over You. At number 37, up 3 notches, is Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper hit called Shallow. At number 36, up 2 spots, Lee Brice with Memory I Don't Mess With. At number 35, up 2 spots, is Chase Rice and Florida Georgia Line called Drinking Beer, Talking God, Amen. At number 34, moving up 1, Kane Brown with Worship You. Leaping 3 to number 33, Scotty McCreery with You Time. At number 32, up a notch, Little Big Town with Wine, Beer, Whiskey. Up 3 spots to number 31 in his 11th week on the chart, L.D. Shane with My Boy. At number 30 in his 11th week on the chart, up a notch, here's Justin Moore with We Didn't Have Much. Up a notch to number 29, Dan and Shay with Glad You Exist. Slipping back a spot to 28 is Brantley Gilbert with Hard Days. Trading places with Brantley, moving up 1 to number 27 is Chris Young and Kane Brown called Famous Friends. Leaping 3 spots to number 26 is Cole Swindell with Single Saturday Night. Up a spot to number 25, Carly Pearce with Next Girl. At number 24, up a spot, Jason Aldean with Blame It On You. For a 2nd week at number 23, the latest by Miranda Lambert called Settling Down. Up 2 spots to number 22 is Blake Shelton with Minimum Wage. And at number 21 in their 32nd week on the chart, up a notch, Brothers Osborne with All Night. And in their 18th week on the chart, Dierks Bentley moves up a spot to number 20 with Gone. At number 19, up 1, is Keith Urban and Pink, called One Too Many. Up a notch to number 18 is Tim McGraw and Tyler Hubbard, called Undivided. At number 17, up a notch, Sam Hunt with Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s. At number 16, up a notch, Jordan Davis with Almost Babies. At number 15, moving up 1, Eric Church with Hell of a View. At number 14 for a 2nd week is Dylan Scott with Nobody. Up 2 spots to number 13 is Jake Owen with Made for You. At number 12, up a notch, is Rascal Flatts with How They Remember You. And just a step away from the top 10 with her very first hit, Tenille Hartz, up a notch to number 11 with Somebody Like That. At number 10, the song has been on the chart for 41 weeks now. Up a notch this week, here's Dustin Lynch with Mama's House. At number 9, moving up 1, is Gabby Barrett with The Good Ones. At number 8, up a spot, Florida Georgia Line with Long Live. For a 3rd week in a row at number 7, Chris Stapleton with Starting Over. Up 2 spots to number 6 in his 25th week on the chart, Brett Young with Lady. Easing down a notch to number 5, the recent number 1 hit by Luke Combs called Better Together. And here's the other Luke, falling from the number 1 spot last week to number 4, Luke Bryan with Down to One. Up 2 spots to number 3 this week is Thomas Rhett with What's Your Country Song. The number 2 song in the nation for a 2nd week is Parmalee and Blanco Brown called Just the Way. And leaping 2 spots and scoring his very first number 1 country hit from the EP called Good Time, there's the title track by Nico Moon. 31 weeks it took to reach number 1. And that's it, our countdown to this week's 40 most played country in the nation from Mediabase 24/7 for the week ending March 13th, 2021. Thanks for listening.